Okay, so
Oh, hey.
we got some good stuff today.
Yeah, we do.
Some
like literally. These are good ones.
Yeah. So I have been accused of being too harsh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be able to be too harsh today.
I feel like we should be harsher then.
I feel like I could be much harsher.
Yeah. I feel like if people keep telling us we're harsh, that means we're not doing it enough.
You know, I feel like at the beginning of this series, I was so afraid to be mean or rude or whatever. And then I was like, no, because I'm going to be just patting everyone on the back all the time. Like, I don't like all of them.
No.
Right? There's no reason to pretend.
Yeah. And some of them, like, we don't like because they're good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oddly enough, I would have them worse.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So it's, you got to understand our tastes, really. It's not that we're mean. It's just we have taste.
No, you have to give your truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Right? That's a
truth.
thing, I guess. Anyways, so let's start off here. So we got a bit of an email to go along with this one.
Okay.
Hey, Remy, really love your YouTube show, Remy Reacts. I got tattooed some time ago with an Ouroboros. For those who don't know that, you're about to see it. At the age of 43, I got diagnosed with autism after a lifelong struggle. The two snakes symbolize my old life and my start of a new one. I hope a life with less struggle. We will see. Greets. Seabay. Yeah, so here we go. That's clean.
Yeah, I really, really like this tattoo.
Yeah.
I have almost nothing bad to say about it. I'm going to get into, I like this whole idea, the Ouroboros.
Yeah, me too.
I like the whole never-ending story thing, the snake that eats itself. Like, I love the metaphor. I like the image.
Yep.
This is a cool version of it.
Yeah, Rick did one a while back like it was a metal coin style.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, I love all of it, like the whole thing. If I get another palm tattoo, because I still don't have the other palm tattooed, I was planning on doing something kind of like
cool.
this.
Yeah.
Just because I want this kind of an idea somewhere on me, because I've been recreating myself forever.
Yes.
Right? So you couldn't win any more brownie points with me than this thing. That being said, the only thing I'm going to say is
you should have tattooed your nipple.
Well, yeah, you should definitely tattoo those nipples.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, I do have a friend that just tattooed his nipples. Like, the first thing he did was, like, his only tattoo he had at the time was he tattooed his nipples.
How?
He was a big body mod guy, and he had, like, a 26-inch...
Inch?
Or 26 millimeters. Sorry.
Like,
my brain's still not working today. That's a huge
He's got a tire.
Anyway, he had a 26 millimeter septum piercing and some big conches and stuff like this. Some people might know who I'm talking about, and I may even do a react to him someday. But big body mod dude, but no tattoos. And the first thing he did was he tattooed his nipples.
Wild.
Then he got into some Blackwork.
See, people, you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he didn't really even have much to say about it after either. He was like, yeah, it was okay.
I guess. Hey, man.
You've already stretched your pain threshold, right?
Yeah,
So,
I guess.
fair
Literally.
enough.
Literally, you've stretched it.
Literally stretched it. Anyway, this thing, the only thing I would complain here is that, especially with the meaning of this, I would have gone even bigger.
Yeah, I would too.
Tipped up to the bottom of the neck there, maybe a little farther down the sternum. And yeah, I just made it really, really big. That's it. Though I don't think that this guy's probably ever going to be a full bodysuit person.
Probably not.
So that might not be an issue. But for me, it would definitely be an issue. I would go, I made it too small.
Yeah.
It needs to be bigger.
Yeah. I mean, well, we're saying that all the time for everything, but because this whole idea, which I have never seen before, but doing this whole idea as a concept, larger scale, that doesn't have I know the circle means something in it, but like if you just had an image of that snake eating itself, made it a full torso or something like that,
that would be awesome.
That'd be super cool.
It's like do that, but super realistic and huge and violent looking.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
Looking.
I've never seen that.
Like a decaying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm not trying to take this to a grizzly.
No, I mean, but
place.
that's what we got to do,
But I would love to see someone do like a really horror kind of realism take on the Ouroboros.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
And maybe they have. If you've seen that tattoo, let me know.
In that direction.
Yeah, I like this, and I like the fact that they didn't flinch on all the scales.
Yeah.
Like they did all the
went for it, and they went for it cleanly.
Yeah, it shows a master class of tattooing.
Yes.
So whoever did this is a absolute badass, and this looks great.
Yep, I like it. All right, next up, Knee Ditch.
Yeah, we got some really clean work. some really solid work on the knee ditch. And what's interesting here is this person has nothing on their legs,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they went to probably one of the worst spots on the leg.
This is like the nipple thing.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was just
Yeah.
saying. This guy just did that on his legs.
Yeah, he just wanted to send it.
This is, I'll get some knee ditch tattoos.
Yeah,
It's like,
whatever.
Fuck it. What do I care?
Yeah, who gives
I'm
a shit?
I'm a badass.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna get some solid black knee ditch
Wouldn't it
tattoos.
be amazing if they just did like knee ditch, elbow pit, like elbow ditch,
anything that people
armpit,
say is bad.
like just only those, and it's only these black circles.
You know, if I had another life, like
That's what you would
living
do?
alongside the one I'm doing now,
Yeah.
because I don't want to take away what I'm doing now,
Yeah.
but I would live a life where all I did was get the painful things that
Nice.
people are afraid of.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this one sucks. Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to get. You know
Well,
what I
you
mean?
could do that for your next avatar, I guess.
Well, it's just because these things are never as bad as we make them out to be.
Are you sure?
But that being said, there's no way this was pleasant. Like,
No, this is not fun.
getting my knee ditches blacked out. I had them tattooed before that, obviously. Getting them blacked out was like, it was a really gross feeling.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most painful thing ever, not even close, but it was like, it was one of the more unpleasant sessions.
That's
each
fair.
of them. Like, it was just really invasive and kind of nasty feeling. There's
Yeah.
lots of places where when you're in there with like a mag or something, it just doesn't, that place isn't used to being touched that way.
No.
At all, let alone aggressively, repeatedly. Like, it's just some things don't feel right.
Yep.
You know?
Agreed.
It's the same way when I was getting my butt tattooed, and it was
Yeah.
like, it
this
just doesn't
shouldn't be.
feel right.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
You get something like your arm or your chest tattooed, it feels very like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
There's some of them that just feel invasive.
Oh, yeah. You ain't wrong.
But-
This is one of them.
I do like how well they've got this black in there, and all the shapes come through really, really well.
Oh, yeah.
It's really striking.
It's clean, and it'll heal nice, and it'll last.
It will, for sure. The only problem I have is, again, like adding to this, it's going to be a nightmare if you choose
yeah,
to.
Who knows?
Like, what would you do? Just keep making these guys all over the place?
I mean, you could just use that as a hard border for the piece that goes above and below it.
They look like eyes, like they're staring into my soul,
They are.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like, they really are very piercing.
Yep, you're not wrong. His knee ditches are just always staring at people.
I also do enjoy the fact that, like, though I think there's a little bit of editing here, it's pretty clean, like clear photo. It's
Yeah.
not really. There's not a lot.
Oh,
of
they didn't
like,
even use a polarized.
There's no visual trickery happening here, and
it's just
so
a
often
nice tattoo.
we see that.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice and refreshing to see just some clean work that isn't like ramped up and
Mm-hmm.
fucked with, and you know, like presented to you in the most like striking way they could do.
Yep.
This is just a dude standing against a brick wall with some crazy ass tattoos.
Yep.
So kudos to this.
Yeah, hell yeah. I like it. And next up,
To start, and this person's definitely going to be sending me the progress of this, so we'll be updating this as it goes.
yep.
This is a really, really impressive piece.
Oh, I love it.
There's a girl close by doing stuff like this, but I don't think it's anywhere near this clean, like the shapes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who.
Yeah. And like the oversizedness. This is better.
Massive.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
the
much better.
scale that I always talk about.
Yeah.
I would love to see people working in this scale. This is intimidating as fuck.
Yep.
Like working on something and going, we're going to make the face the whole back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right? And then it's like, if you mess up the face, the whole back is done.
Yeah.
But like, you can already see with the layout, like the lining of this thing, this is going to be an impressive piece.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And he's got some nice solid black on his arms too. So whoever he's going to is a badass for sure.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see this thing progress.
Hell yeah. Keep on sending it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was like a tap out on the shoulder, or they ran out of time, the other shoulder.
Could be just time.
It could be time, because like it looks like there's a stencil there too. It's probably another snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would assume so.
So
Maybe they just lost it.
they're going down on the bum too.
Well, I mean, that's got to be 6-7 hours of line work right there.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of this is like, there's big areas of simplistic, but those areas are going to be what really set this thing off, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of congestion in parts, and then the big open negative space in this lining. It's really, really going to be a masterclass of tattooing
Oh yeah.
when they
It's
get
gonna be
this thing all
badass.
shaded. And yeah, I'm wondering how many sessions you think this is going to take.
12.
Yeah, you think 12?
I think 12. Depending on how
I would
fast this
think
person
more,
is.
but
The fact that they haven't finished the line work on this one and like now they did not finish 2 things that they could stencil for sure. But I mean, it really depends. If they're doing black and gray, I think 12. If they're doing color, I think 20.
I have a feeling this is going to have some color in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know how much. This is going to be fun to watch this develop because the guy says he's going to send us pictures along the way.
Perfect.
So keep us on the edge of our seats with this.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, next up.
So this is a really cool color realism type piece.
It's that sepia kind of look.
Yeah, it almost it looks muted almost, but there are parts of it that are very striking.
Oh yeah,
like the blue is really, really nice touch. It looks very artistic, like it looks like painterly almost the way it was done. And like if this was done poorly, this would be an absolute disaster.
Yes,
because like I'm on the cusp of critiquing this poor, like as a not a great tattoo.
Oh, it's right on the edge,
right? Like but it's hard to do this. Like it's very, very hard to do this stuff, and it's why you don't see it very often.
Yep.
Right? Like you won't see these tattoos being done everywhere because, like a black and gray piece, and this isn't to pick on black and gray, but this is black and gray is a lot safer and a lot easier. It takes a lot less time.
Yeah.
Right. So the minute you start going, oh, okay, we'll do color realism with it instead. It's like, oh, well, now you've turned a 10-hour piece into 30-hour piece or whatever, and it is taking a whole different skill set, right?
Yeah,
color theory and all kinds of things. All these little details in the beard are really, really cool.
Oh yeah, crushed it. In my opinion.
I like this. What is this? A tentacle?
Yep.
Yeah, tentacles coming up around the face. Yeah, man. I would love to see this whole thing look like if you keep going with the sleeve. I'd love to see what else you do with this.
Yep.
And
whoever this guy is, the artist-wise, he's very clever.
Nothing really bad to say about it. It's definitely not my taste, but big ups to whoever did this.
Yeah.
It's good job.
This is more my taste. I like this a lot. Okay, next up. Difficult photo.
Yeah, difficult photo for sure.
Nice tattoo. Difficult photo.
It just looks so squished in there.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Polaroid.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or like a playing card. Right? Like you jammed so much into this one area. I almost feel like that border makes it claustrophobic for me.
Yeah.
It's such a nice tattoo.
Yeah.
But that border is really bugging me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know what it is. I feel like if that wasn't there, I would feel like this guy had more room to move or something, to breathe. But like because he's bordered in, I feel congested for him. At this Black Knight, I'm like, man, you realize you're stuck, right?
He's trapped in a box.
Yeah, he's trapped in a fucking box.
Yeah.
Like I question that decision. Do you know why they did that?
I mean,
is it supposed to be like a comic panel?
That's what I'm wondering. Like if it was particularly from a comic, because like to me it looks like graphic novel style, but like
a fade out would have been so much like more fitting for this.
I mean, like this whole image, if you didn't do this hard border, is fine.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm like, I don't quite understand what I'm looking at.
Like unless they're doing more panels, you know what I mean? Then overlaying them and that kind of thing, then I would see some necessity to it. That the top line for me doesn't need anything. Like it doesn't add. It just kind of squishes. I
do like the sword, but I think maybe a little bit of silver or white on the edge of the blade would have
helped it pop
a little bit, because it gets a little bit congested in there, and just a little bit of differentiating tone there. I get that the hard negative is good, but help it along is what I would say. It's just to pop a little more off the black there.
Well, it's still a tool you can use, you know what I mean? Like give it a shimmer.
There's so much information in such a small space that it's hard to pick things apart. But I mean, I love this tattoo. Yeah. When I seen this originally, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." But
we're just nitpicking.
No, the more I look at it, the more I can find some things to gripe about. But I really like the red splash there too, the blood. Yeah, it's really cool. Just I don't understand this hard line. That's probably my biggest gripe.
Me too. All right, next up, last but not least, the thing we talk about so much.
Yeah, nipples. More nipples.
Yep.
We have a lovely tattoo and some nipples.
Yep.
His aren't nearly as offensive as that blackout skull thing we were talking about.
No, certainly. That's the top of the pop right there.
Yeah, that one has not sat well in my memory either. God damn, those things were Like, I watched that video back after he put it up, and I was just like, I wasn't wrong to say that.
No,
That is the worst nipple offender ever.
Yeah, it was glaring.
Those things have to go. I'm going to keep bringing that up every time now because I'm hoping that Buddy will watch and go,
Yeah, eventually.
You know,
he'll
he's
just be like,
right.
You know what? I should.
Anyway, yeah, this owl is really cool. This is probably the coolest owl I think we've had on here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree.
Very, very striking. Like, the green it's a really strange choice, but it really works.
Yeah, it really does.
You don't
nice
see
muted tone.
that kind of thing very often. You know, you see this gray silver quite a bit, but the green is really odd.
Yeah, it is. I would have gone more like earthy blue.
Oh, that could have been cool too.
But I mean, hey,
the green matches up with the silver.
snake.
Yeah, and the snake for sure. But
I always wonder with those decisions, especially with Neotrad guys, is like, did you just not want to pour any other colors? Or you just like was it intentionally like, hey, I'm just doing these two tones, you know?
It's got to be that. I can't imagine someone does this tattoo and they're just too lazy to pour.
I can imagine it. Absolutely.
Really? You think so?
Oh, 100%.
That's a lot of tattooing.
I know.
Too lazy.
But I'm just like, you know,
I got blue right over there.
It's just one of those, like, when they're grabbing out
Fucking
ink caps. They're grabbing out ink caps. They're like, 7 ink caps. Okay. I could probably use 9. Nah, I grabbed 7 already. You know what I mean? Like, that does happen. I'm just saying.
I don't love the wings the more I look at them.
Yeah.
Like there's some problems with the wings for me. But, like, I don't know if I'm just overthinking this. It's just
Probably.
It kind of look
They're
like
a little
not,
too nice for how gnarly the rest of it is.
Yeah, exactly. They look too elegant.
Yeah.
This thing looks kind of wild, and then the wings
should be,
are just...
his wings should be, like, fucking mangled.
Yeah, that's what I would think. It should be a little more grisly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they did the placement of this just perfect.
Yes.
It's just, for me, like, they're framing the nipples, and I think they should have just ran them over.
Yep.
They should have just brought the design down a little bit and got rid of them.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be that guy, but, like, they do stand out now.
Yep.
And they didn't need to.
Agreed.
And now I don't know what you're gonna do, like, to continue this. I guess you just have to do some shading below the owl.
Yeah.
And then build it into something.
Well, this is again that problem
looks
of
very
like,
complete.
This is just a piece now. Right?
Yep. And
so you're gonna have spots that are just empty.
The black around it, like in the feathers or whatever, like it's just so hard that the minute you put something next to it, it's gonna have to be background. You can't just, like, I don't know what else you could do.
There's a way of doing it, but man, setting himself up for a difficult task.
I mean, I could easily see building a mantle, like, up onto the neck.
Oh, for sure.
But I can't going lower would be difficult.
I mean, I would just do like a stomach rocker scene of like a witch cauldron, and then do like smoke coming out of the cauldron up in and around the wings. That's the route I would go. I would keep it spooky and crazy, and then you know
what it is.
What is it?
It's that I'm probably just bothered that there was nothing bad this time.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You're
right,
grumpy.
and now I want to just lash out.
Yeah, we're just lashing out at things.
See,
this is the problem if you don't send the bad tattoos.
I can't off-gas.
You start taking it out on the good tattoos.
Right.
This is the problem.
I can't off-gas, and now this owl is getting the brunt of it, and he's done nothing.
He's done nothing wrong. In fact, he's done almost a perfect tattoo.
And all I'm talking about is his
We're
nipples.
just so mad about the nipples.
Yeah.
Anyways, great.
Yep.
Until next
Keep
time.
sending us more of these.
Yep.